This is something I would normally not do. Dream in the daytime, hang out and talk to people while the sun is up, or listen to Cowboy Carter by Beyonce. These are things that normally I do not do in my life. While some of this is a joke, some of it is not. And when I looked at my life, it occurred to me that I have some pretension. And with that said, it occurred to me that I didn't listen to a lot of pop music by the fact of the matter that it was considered pop music just because it fell into a genre and my brain said I wouldn't like it, so I just didn't listen to a lot of it. I was one of those weird kids that listened to only things that were within my particular genre, of choice. And as an adult, I've realized how limiting and narrow-minded that is. And I've started thinking maybe I should branch out and start looking into the things I've ignored for so long. Beyonce has been a pop icon for as long as I've been a human being with a memory. I mean, truly, I whether she was in her earliest, group, what was the Destiny's Child, right? Or up to now, like, she's a member of a power couple. Like, I know so many things about her, just very loosely, little tidbits stuff from the public, but that's it. And truly, I know that she's got to be more than the sum of that. I mean, I'm certain that you don't become a massive artist with the staying power that she has if you don't have some talents. I have no idea what it is I'm about to listen to, besides the point that I'm told that this is her kind of homage to her love for country music, which is also something I have absolutely turned my head up to. I have not necessarily been a fan of country music in general. And it's apparently this is her second in a trilogy of albums, which, if you know me, you know I love like albums that progress and tell a story, in concept. So that's awesome. In Cowboy Carter, she explores her issues with feeling like she has a lot of connections and nostalgia in the country genre due to her background. She has a lot of respect and love for the genre and people who made it great, but feels like she's an outcast. Okay, so interestingly enough, in my journey of pop, I've kind of come to this thing where I realize how genre fluid pop actually is, right? Which is to say that pop seems to encompass Michael Jackson and Prince and Madonna and Brian Wilson of the Beach Boys and the Beatles. And there are a lot of sound textures and codings and attitudes and talents that make up what pop music is. Um, with that said, a lot of it has not necessarily been for me. And I think if I'm being just fair to pop music, I turned my nose up to things that were in top 40 a lot just because they were in top 40 and I never actually gave them a fair chance. This month has been me trying to give pop music a fair chance and artists that I mightn't normally listen to. I will be honest when I say something isn't up my alley. And if I happen to ask information seeking questions as we go through this, please recognize they're coming from, an inquisitive mind, not a judgmental one. So I've made it pretty known that my past and understanding of pop music is often that it's like so kind of like Disney, right? That it's like manufactured and packaged and kind of thrown out to us in almost like a fast food kind of way. Where I don't think it's fair for me to just view it that way, but oftentimes, a lot of the times, I'm wondering, did a business make these beats and give them to Beyonce? And I say Beyonce in this case because we're talking about Beyonce, right? But if I ask questions, recognize it's just me wondering how the creative process of something different works. It's different for me coming from like a guy that would play in a band context who's collaborating with other people in a room and we're laying these ideas down with our hands, to somebody that might be sitting in a room and I don't know how active they are with the instrumentation, and I don't know what the relationship with the producer is like. So those are things that fascinate me, and I'm interested in knowing. So if I do ask questions like that, please recognize it's coming from an information seeking place. And I just like knowing about the process of music. I would watch a documentary if I could, but I'm a guy that discovers music. Part of the discovery is what you guys tell me about it, whether it's in the live chat or in the comments section. So, guys, I'm going to hit the play button. Let me know, have you heard this album before? I'm a music discovery stream and channel after all, so let me know. Are you raw dogging it with me? Are you jumping into this with me for the first time in a, a brand new to you way? Or have you heard it before? Let me know. And if you've heard it before, what do you think? I'm going to hit the play button. Before I do, it's very important to me that you know that you are awesome, that you are valuable, that you are important, that you matter, that you are deserving of love, and that I am abundantly grateful for even a moment of your time. If you like what you see, feel free to hit the like and the subscribe button. It goes a long way to help me out. If you really like what you see, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you, or join us on Twitch or Kick. These people over here are the best people. I stream every Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Arizona time. We would love to have you by. And I know I speak a lot when I for all of us when I say that your POV of pop comes from the 90s and 2000s, where boy bands and packaged acts were very closely groomed and really flourished. Pop does have a long history that's more about being very catchy and polished. Her involvement includes writing lyrics and contributing to melodies, arrangements, and overall sonic direction, with collaboration noting her ability to spontaneously create melodies and significantly elevate songs during recording sessions. She acts as the director or editor-in-chief, but she still has collaborators to help it get it all done. Saw Beyoncé. She threw a heck of a show. Okay, good to know. Well, guys, without further ado, let's listen to Cowboy Carter, something I could genuinely say I never thought I would ever say. Here we go. American Requiem. It feels like she's yelling at us with all of these titles, by the way. They're all caps.
Nothing really is. For things to stay the same, they have to change again. Hello, my old friend. You change your name, but not the ways you play pretend. American Requiem.
Whoa.
The big ideas, yeah, are buried here, yeah. Amen.
I can't take away from her voice. I do wonder, how many layers do you think that is? Do you think that's multiple layers, or do you think that's editing? Her voice is huge, and that sounds really cool. You can definitely hear where she gets into that big ideas. Right here,
Are buried here, yeah. Amen.
you definitely get that Southern gospel kind of vibe in the way she delivers that amen. Like, I mean, I'm sure somebody got saved hearing that amen. That was a really good amen. I like the kind of psychedelic-y wow.
It's a lot of talking going on while I sing my song.
She's singing with an accent.
Can you hear me? I said, do you hear me?
Is that a sitar?
Look at there now. Look at there, look at there. It's a lot of chatter in here, but let me make myself clear. Can you hear me? Do you?
I like these like sitar noises that kind of feel like it's reminiscent of like psychedelic 70s sounds. And again, I'm genuinely just asking if she like talks, because I've never heard her even do an interview. I don't guess. Does she talk naturally with a Southern accent? Because like I'm from the South, I don't think I talk naturally with a thick Southern accent. Not like I might have phrasings or something, but I've never thought of her as a Southern woman. It just I guess maybe because she's like got that song in New York. That's her, right? That, you know, maybe I'm wrong. Am I? What? That was Alicia Keys. Man, that tells you my ignorance here. That tells you my ignorance. I heard my wife yell that from the bathtub.
Do you feel me?
That was cool.
Me. Stay for something. Now is the time to face the wind. Covered in peace and love, y'all. A lot of taking up space. Salty tears beyond my gaze. Can you stand me? Can you stand with me?
Building up here.
Now is the time to face the wind. Now is the time to pretend. Now is the time to let love in. Thinking to myself, there's a lot of talking going on. While I sing my song, yeah. Do you hear me when I say?
I'm not gonna lie, so far this song has kind of felt like a tremendous amount of ad-libs that she has kind of sang in repetition, but the song has progressively built bigger and bigger and bigger, and the vibe has kind of got a really big build. I don't know that I'm necessarily picking up on it, but when I hear her voice and some of these moments where she's got these like kind of fun, like, you know, this.
There's a lot of talking going on.
Like she's got these fun little ad libs, but it feels like the instrumentation is the thing I'm liking the most, but I want to hear her huge voice, like just fully send it. It just feels like the whole song is progressively built up, and I don't want it to just be a really big build. I want it to like stop and shoot.
Look at it, look at it.
Oh.
Let's say, do you hear me when I say? Look at it, look at it. Look at it, look at it, look at it.
Okay.
The grandbaby of a moonshine man. Gassed in Alabama. Got oaked down, Galveston, rooted in Louisiana. Used to say I spoke too country. Then the rejection came, said I wasn't country enough.
I like that. Okay. I feel like that kind of answered some of my questions, and I really like that naturally just happened throughout the root of this. And honestly, that's kind of nice. Like, it almost feels like she, within this song, is kind of giving herself the chronology here, kind of like her genealogy, so to speak. Like, hey, I am from the South. I am rooted in the South. This is how I know. This is where I'm from. And when I first got into this business, they were like, I'm too country. And now I'm not country enough to make a kind of music that I like. I really vibe on that attitude, honestly. I mean, and truly, some of her ad-libby stuff does remind me of some of the kind of more like avant-garde punk rock that I would like the Viagra Boy moments, right? So if you listen to Viagra Boys, there's a couple of moments where that vocalist gets these like, ah! kind of noises, and I'm sorry if I blew your ears out there. I think I made it to where I couldn't, but I do like those kinds of moments where she even like she elaborates on these la 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 la's. I'm not so I don't know that I'm necessarily connecting the theme with the looker there, and perhaps it's just I'm trying to think too much into it. I do that sometimes, not even gonna deny it, but I like that she's kind of been like, hey, I have the right to say all of these things. This is my background. That's cool to me.
Got oaked down, Galveston, rooted in Louisiana. They used to say I spoke too country. Then the rejection came, said I wasn't country enough. said I wouldn't saddle up. What is
Sorry,
that country? Tell me what is. Plant my bare feet on solid ground for years.
Okay.
Don't know how hard I had to fight for this. When I sang my song. When I sang my song, I live when the angels gotta take my goodbye to what has been. Pretty house that we never settled in. A funeral for fair weather friend.
That lyric is great.
I'm the one that cleansed me of my father's sins. American Requiem. Them big ideas, yeah, are buried here, yeah.
Then it kind of I'm gonna let it play into the next song because I kind of recognized it sounded like acoustic guitar moment was happening. This was actually way different than I anticipated hearing, and I'm coming off of my high horse here. Just so you know, I'm coming off of my high horse here because I can recognize a lot of attitude when I see it. This is without question not music I would end up listening to, right? This is absolutely a vibe I can respect. And honestly, I was talking a little bit about this to Aaron and Mel separately in different ways, but the idea of genre and has been something I've been wrestling with really since I started getting into Bob Dylan. And when you start off with Bob Dylan and his chronology, you end up with this like kind of dorky folky guy that just had songs and some big dreams and some abstract to him. And those beliefs evolve, his artistry evolves, the things he wants to do as an artist evolves, and all of a sudden folk doesn't make sense for that man who's now making rock and roll, but still very much rooted in folk. Folk's a part of who he is, a part of the way he writes, a part of the man's DNA, but that's just art, right? And I see that happen with many artists, right? Like you can say that happened with a lot of the Beatles as individuals. They went on to do more things, and the Beatles themselves, their sound evolved. And my favorite band, King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, one of my favorite things about them is that they are genre fluid, right? That they can be a thrash metal band, and then they could be a synth pop band, and then they can be an acoustic folk band, and it is whatever they decide it is at that time, and a genre becomes a very limiting thing. I think that people get mad at Beyonce for maybe success in like country music because they feel like she's not country music, but I also feel like that discredits the artist spirit, and I wonder how many people in country music would have actually been mad at I don't know. The more I'm wrestling with this, it doesn't necessarily feel like and this is what really the biggest thing my pop journey has kind of gotten me into is like I think all genre is BS, and it's yeah, the white horse is metal for sure. The man that sat on him was death, and hell followed with him. You know. Either way, this is the way it ends in kind of a camp sound with somebody pounding the top of an acoustic guitar to kind of give a percussive into the next song is kind of a cool thing. I'm enjoying this more than I thought I would. And again, this is me coming off of a high horse to say that. No way!
Blackbird singing in the dead of night.
No way!
Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to be free.
I've got tears in my eyes right now, dude. I do. This is why art's cool, man. This moment right now that I'm experiencing is why art is cool. It almost feels like for her to put Blackbird with 2 eyes in the song, it almost feels like her to do that is literally in there for the haters, because she knows she's a good enough vocalist to make that song just a moving friggin' experience to anybody that hears it. And you know that she cares enough about the song to like deliver it well. And like, you know, the virtuosic nature of her voice on top of that song. And they've really treated the acoustic guitar with delicate generosity, and it like they treated that like this is a tremendous homage. To go from this into that, though, it kind of feels like the people that would jump into this to listen to it just to dunk on her for making a country album, this was for them. And honestly, to me, that's kind of a cool thought. I'm actually gonna just
only waiting for this moment.
No, I'm gonna
in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Gotcha, babe.
Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these sunken eyes and learn to see all your life.
I'm so impressed.
You were only waiting for this moment to be free. Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night.
The string arrangement.
Blackbird fly. Blackbird fly into the light of a dark black night. Blackbird singing in the dead of night. Take these broken wings and learn to fly. Learn to fly, learn to fly all your life.
You know what I'm tasting right now, guys? My words. I'm tasting my words right now. This has truly just been moving. This is one of my all-time favorite songs. And she's treating it with such a respect. She really had, like, I did not see this coming whatsoever, right? Like, this was such a surprise moment of music to me. It's one of those moments that makes you appreciate art and artistry. And again, it, like, kind of disarms you if you come into it not sure about what you're going to think, you know? I'm really and I don't think it sounded dickish, Sai. I think that you're absolutely right to say that you know, there is, yeah. I don't know. This is really disarming in a good way.
Wings and learn to fly. Learn to fly, learn to fly all your life. You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Who else got blindsided with this moment?
You were only waiting for this moment to arise.
Fantastic cover.
16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away to the summer sunset on a holy night on a long black road. All the tears I fight. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away to the summer sunset on a holy night on a long black road. All the tears I fight. At 15, the innocence was gone astray. Had to leave my home at an early age.
The lap
I
steel.
saw mama praying, I saw daddy grind. All my tender problems had to leave behind. It's been umpteen summers and I'm not in my bed. On the back of the bus in a bunk with the band. Going so hard, gotta choose myself. Underpaid and overwhelmed.
Feels like this is the part that people didn't like if they were coming at it from a country angle. But honestly, hearing her sound, I really thought that this was going to be a lot more like pop texture stuff with a country twang singing. Not at all what I thought. The instrumentation going into this is really, really nice. The lap steel, the acoustic guitar stuff. I'm actually really a fan there. The lyrical stuff, I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't as big a fan of it when it got to be like a country meets hip hop kind of sound in the way the delivery was. But you know, the rest of it's really great.
I could clean but still won't fall. Still working
And yo,
on my
Pierre,
life, you know.
welcome to the
Only
Rooskies.
God knows, only God knows, only God knows. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my fears away into the summer sunset on a holy night on a long back road. All the tears I fight.
The organ is huge.
Carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my fears away to the summer sunset on a holy night on a long back road. All the
harmonies.
tears I fight.
This stuff is a really cool. I love this moment.
$16 working all day, ain't got time to waste. I got art to make, I got love to create on this holy night.
I like
They
that.
won't dim my light. All these years I fight. It's been 38 summers and I'm not in my bed. On the back of the bus in a bunk with the band. Going so hard, now I miss my kids. Overworked and overwhelmed. I might cook clean, but still won't fall. Still working on my life, you know. Only God knows, only God knows, only God knows. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my fears away to the summer sunset on a holy night on a long back road. All the tears I fight. 16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my fears away to the summer sunset on a holy night on a long back road. All these tears I fight.
How does she travel with this?
At 15, the innocence was gone astray. Had to take it home.
The
at an
dynamics.
early age.
You have these really big dynamic shifts in this song that I really find myself enjoying. It's interesting because I don't find myself feeling like overtly this hits me in the face with the country. It's certainly an homage to country, but I don't know that I would just overtly call that, like, just based on what my understanding of country music is. It feels like it's more homage to country than anything like that. But and again, I don't actively listen to country, but I do know that my dad is a fan of country music that I've called country rap, and it's like trap beats and country music. It's not exactly the boot, scoot, and boogie, but it's a little bit different. It's kind of an interesting overlap, of music for sure. Definitely not the ones I thought would combine, but I think a lot of that is kind of, you kind of see that happening, I think you see artists like Taylor Swift, who was kind of rooted in country going into pop, and then you see artists like Post Malone, who initially is hip hop and shows a love for rock and roll and country, and you kind of see these dipping things happening all over the place, and just little bits of pop culture. I think country is absolutely invading pop culture, and maybe because there's a lot of people there that are deeply rooted in that kind of sound. It's never been one that resounded with me, right? Like I've never heard country music that really rang my bell, and that's just the honest truth. But I also am not getting hit with like an inverted sound to this that I do when I listen to country music. This feels just distinctly different, and I will say the lyricism kind of hits hard, like now it looks like she has like a writing team, I would guess, but I'm guessing like I'm seeing that the composers are the same, pretty frequently. So definitely let me know what the process of lyricism and composition is, not from a judgy place, but just from an I'm interested place.
Mama crying, I saw daddy lying, had to sacrifice and leave my fears behind.
This organ in the back, these harmonies.
You'll remember me, 'cause we got some crying.
This moment in here, like from really at 15, the innocence was gone astray. I feel like you see a lot of her kind of autobiography in some of this.
The innocence was gone astray, had to take it home at an early age. I saw mama crying, I saw daddy lying, had to sacrifice and leave my fears behind. For legacy,
this.
If it's the last thing I do, you'll remember me, 'cause we got something to prove in your memory. On a highway to truth, still see our faces when you close your eyes.
The ending of this song has been tremendous.
16 carriages driving away while I watch them ride with my dreams away.
Mom, can I hear the lullaby, please?
I just finished listening to Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder, and not gonna lie, that album in general gave me a very different impression of how I feel about moments like this, where artists put these moments of their children into the songs. I find myself kind of enjoying that because as an artist who makes like audible art like Beyoncé would, some of these moments I feel like kind of capture a moment that they want to keep, a moment that they want represented in their own artwork for whatever reason. I made the comparison in the Stevie Wonder video that like in Isn't She Lovely, having the end of that song with his wife giving Aisha a bath, him and his wife giving Aisha a bath, was a lot like him showing us his baby pictures, because he can't see those, right? But he can hear that, and that brings him to that memory, but he can't look at a picture, right? And so it feels kind of similarly rooted in that kind of idea. So, and I just, the beginning of this, of a song like Protector, and then you kind of hear that moment of Mom, can I hear a lullaby, please? And it really personifies the artist in a way that I find really, really kind of nice and lovely now. And maybe I wouldn't have thought that always. Maybe it's like I'm getting into a phase where like a family might happen. I don't know, but it's something that makes me smile now, and it didn't used to.
Mom, can I hear the lullaby, please?
I love the guitar here.
And there I was, tangled up in marigold. We were listening to the reverend children singing. Yeah. Humming low as the garden river flows, while the August light becomes a golden evening. Yeah. And I will lead you down that road if you lose your way. Born to be a protector. Even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be your projector. An apricot picked right off a given tree. I gave water to the soil and now it feeds me. Yeah.
That's an interesting concept. I'm always such a sucker for songs from parents to their children. You know, like "Grow Wings and Fly" by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard hits me really hard. "Isn't She Lovely" by Stevie Wonder hits me really hard. There's just something really, really cool about a parent writing a love song to their child, and I literally get torn up about it. Apparently, OBS went down. What happened? Apparently, OBS is back up. Is that the case? Are we back? Are we back? I think we're back. Cool. Yeah. Anyways, I'm a sucker for song, like love songs from parent to child, for sure.
And they were shaded underneath it all. I feel proud of who I am because you need me. Yeah. And I will lead you down that road if you lose your way. Wanna be a protector. Even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be a projector.
And like, it's one of those things, like, as a parent, she wants her love for her child to amplify that her child. You know what I mean? That's what she means by "I will be your projector." It's a beautiful, beautiful image, like being a mother who is just, "I feel proud of who I am because you need me." That is so cool. And I don't know, man. It's like this has really hit me in my feelings because I have a mother who is very much the embodiment of these lyrics. You know what I mean? I absolutely I have a mom that I have the most loving and supportive mama. And I feel very much like she has said this to me in almost as many words. Shout out to moms for sure.
Proud of who I am because you need me. Yeah. And I will lead you down that road if you lose your way. Wanna be a protector. Even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be a projector.
The ambient guitars in the back.
And even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be a projector. Projector, projector.
Like these slide guitars in the back.
Facing your father's gaze. There's a long line of hands carrying your name, lifting you up so you will be raised. Even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be a projector. And even though I know someday you're gonna shine on your own, I will be a protector. Born to be a protector.
Kind of fades out to laughter there. I have got to say, I have said to that wonderful woman back there so many times, shout out to her, by the way, she's the best, that one of the things I'm most excited about for us to start our own family is getting to write songs for our kids, getting to develop relationships with them and conversations with them and stuff like that. And, because some of the songs that have moved me the most, in my life have been songs that were written from the perspective of parent to child. And I think, it's really beautiful. I did not walk in to expect Beyonce to be so personified as a kind and loving human being. I don't know what it was I thought was going to happen, but I'm certainly finding myself being more impressed than I thought I would. I've got to run an ad. I'll be back here in a little bit. Alrighty, guys, we are hopping back and in. Let's get to this thing. Man, Protector was a good song.
How many times have you let yourself get you down? Let yourself get you down, my dear. So many roses, but none to be picked without thorns. So be fond of your flaws, dear. La 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 la. I just hope you love yourself like that, and I really hope the best for you. You're my love, my sweetie pie, my baby. You're on my heart.
I've got to pause it for the sake of pausing in the song, but this is not at all what I thought. By the way, Fresca's out, guys. Fresca's out. Let's do this thing. So she wrote songs for her kids. How many kids does she have?
I really hope the best for you. You're my love, my sweetie pie.
Got it.
Baby, you're on my heart.
3 kids. Thank you. The bass in the back. It is a sweet little waltz, but what was kind of nice is you've got these, like, you don't even really notice unless you're really digging deep for them, but you've got a bass line played really high up the neck behind it that's kind of walking. That you hear it? Good. Very, very nice, huge, delicate vocal arrangement there. This has Willie Nelson, Smoke Hour Willie Nelson. Huh?
That's why I'm going to the river to wash my sins away.
I like this moment. Kind of reminds me of a Wish You Were Here moment.
Maybelline, why can't you be true?
Come on, baby, it's time to rock.
So you think you can tell? Sorry, but you see what I'm saying though? It does kind of give me a reminiscent, like intro to Wish You Were Here with just that.
Welcome to the Smoke Hour on KNTRY Radio, Texas.
There's
you know
Willie.
My name. No need to know yours.
He's
Now,
right.
for this next tune, I want y'all to sit back, inhale, and go to that good place your mind likes to wander off to. And if you don't want to go find yourself a jukebox. Thank you.
This ain't Texas. Ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down.
This feels like the one that was supposed to be country, but meets somewhere in the middle of country and pop. Okay, this song is the Polarized. Immediately, it gave me that idea. This was the single. Okay, I have not heard this, but this is making me think that this is immediately like screaming at me that this had to have been the popular one.
Texas. Ain't no hold'em.
It's the almost 4 on the floor thing, you know?
Texas. Ain't no hold'em. So lay your cards down, 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 down. So park your
Dun, dun, dun.
Lexus and throw your keys up. Stick around, round, 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 round. Stick around. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Woo! There's a tornado. In my
It does have a little bit of a country swing 12-bar blues kind of thing to it. But it's also got like the four on the floor kind of hoedowny vibe to it. This sounds like something that would be incendiary to people who are too hung up on a genre.
Boogie in a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now. Woo!
That particularly.
In my city, at the basement. That shit ain't pretty. Rugged whiskey. We surviving. Of red cup kisses, sweet redemption, passing time, yeah.
The elevation.
Ooh, one step.
I want to revisit this. I mean, she really does do actually really impressive vocal things in this, regardless of what you think about the song. This is cool.
Kisses, sweet redemption, passing time, yeah. Ooh, one step to the right. We headed to the dive bar we always thought was nice. Ooh, run me to the left, then spin me in the middle, boy. I can't read your mind. This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em.
And there's the banjo.
Down, 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 down. So pop your Lexus, throw your keys up, stick around, round, 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 round. And I'll be damned if I can't slow dance with you. Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor. I'll be damned if I.
She certainly got charisma delivered. I really like the you and two kind of things. But it's certainly not up my vibe. Again, it's just not really like a song that I'm like moved by personally. But I think this is exactly the kind of thing that I might just be naturally averted to. And it's not that she's not doing cool things. I can just not see myself ever coming back to this one. It just doesn't touch me. And I don't want that to be like, oh, Walter is judgy, because I've been very honest up until this point, and I'm continuing to be honest. This one just isn't for me, I don't think.
I cannot dance with you. Come pour some liquor on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor now.
Nice little fiddle.
There's a heat wave coming at us. Too hot to think straight, too cold to panic. All of the problems just feel dramatic. Now we're running to the first bar that we find, yeah. Ooh, one step to the right.
I've got to give it to Beyoncé, though. Her ability to sing her own harmonies is absolutely kind of mind-boggling to me. A lot of times I get kind of like, well, I wish the band members would sing the harmonies, and like I wonder, but like hearing her do it herself is just incredible. What's up, Adam? How's it going, homie? Welcome to the Rooskies. Thank you for showing up. But like hearing her harmonize with herself, it does sound to me like the very few songs I've heard from the Dixie Chicks, the very few songs I have heard from them, the harmony components, it feels very like influential. Like it feels like she's taken lessons from like female country music harmonies and applied it into this, and that's hilarious. Chixie Dicks is it was a Zach Galifianakis joke that he was like, I'm going to start a country band and call it the Chixie Dicks. Hilariously enough, in my brain, I was saying, don't say Chixie Dicks, because every time I think of the Dixie Chicks, that comes up. But this is where we are, and that is what came out of my mouth. So, alas, maybe Freud was right. I don't know. That's not how I meant it.
Headed to the dive bar we always thought was nice. Ooh, you run to the left, just work me in the middle, boy. I can't read your mind. This ain't Texas, ain't no hold'em. Lay your cards down, 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 down. No, pocket Lexus, throw your keys
Positively, I agree with you there.
Can I dance with you? Come pour some sugar on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down. Don't be a bitch, come take it to the floor.
I actually disagree with that idea. Good music is good. Beyonce, my idea of Beyonce genuinely is that she would probably low-key show up to a country dive bar because she felt like she could have a sense of anonymity there and would probably go cut up with locals. Like, that is actually, I don't think that she would be too stuck up to do that. And maybe it's just my opinion of her that like maybe the media has just painted her as a really nice person in my brain. I don't know. Maybe the stuff I've seen about her has made me think that she was kind of nice. But that made me, I really do feel like if she would be a kind enough person that if you went up to her in a polite and unassuming way and was just like, hey, thank you for your work, I really appreciate it, and went about your way, she'd be so cool. And I feel like, I don't know, she seemed like the kind of person that one might idly find in a dive bar in the South just because she felt like it. I don't know. Maybe I'm giving her too much credit. Maybe I'm not. It's just the vibe I get.
Damn if I cannot dance with you. Come pour some liquor on me, honey, too. It's a real live boogie and a real live hold down.
I don't know if I would say it about Jay-Z, though.
Come take it to the floor now. Ooh. Take it to the floor now. Ooh. Oops. Spurs. To the flow now. Ooh.
The end of this song is amazing.
And I'll be damned if I cannot dance with you.
The end of this song is amazing.
Pour that sugar and liquor on me too. Spurs, boots, sologenic, photogenic.
I want to hear the entire Texas Hold'em song done as the end. The end part of that is fantastic. It's jazzy. It's kind of got a swing to it. It's got an ambience to it. Kind of has this like smoky lounge kind of vibe to it with the tension build up. I'm going to go back a little bit because it did seem like it was leading into something, unless it was just a hard stop. I don't know, which I would prefer over a board fade. But this is actually kind of like, I don't know. I'm more impressed with it than I thought I would, but it's like, to get to the end, we had to go through what felt like a whole lot of commercial to chew on.
All that sugar and liquor on me too. Spurs, boots, sologenic, photogenic, shoot. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. This is dope.
So sweet. I give you kisses in the backseat. I whisper secrets in the backbeat.
All right.
You make me cry, you make me happy, happy. Leave my lipstick on a cigarette. Just toss it and you stomp it out, out, out.
What key is this in?
Inhaling whiskey when you kiss my neck. We've been hurting, but it's happy out. They couldn't have me, and they never will.
Song of the album right now. Apart from the cover, because I think the Blackbird cover just wins no matter what, because that kind of blew my brain off, right? With respect to Beyonce, I'm not going to say the same thing. I was thinking the same thing, El Jefe. So again, I'm not just saying that, okay, keeps going from D to A. That's what okay, thank you. So, is it D to A or D to E? I don't know. Okay, hang on. Well,
But it's happy.
this has been the best song on the album. I really like it. This is a song that made me literally want to go and grab my guitar.
They couldn't have me, and they never will. And sometimes I hold you closer just to know you're real. The wheels in the gravel, Davis in my bones.
bass line. Is incredible. I'm so happy with this friggin' song, and I did not think I would be. The psychedelic kind of funkadelic vibe here it's got is such a flippin' vibe. It makes me so happy. I really, really, really like this a lot.
I'll protect you in the mosh pit, and I'll defend you in the gossip. You know how people like to start shit and pop shit. I don't like the way she's looking at you. Someone better hold me back. Oh.
You weren't expecting me to like this one? Because I'm getting ready to, like, actually go and get my guitar to do it. I'm not even joking with you. Like, I really want to just kind of jam with this one. This has actually, like, gotten me to the point that I'm like, guys, you might have gotten one out of me. Okay, whatever. Well, maybe you won't. I don't know. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, this song rips. The bass line. I'll protect you in the mosh pit, and I'll defend you in the gossip. You know how people like to start shit and pop. Hang on, I just got to make sure that this isn't one of those things that's going to kill. All right. I'm gonna be honest, guys. If you were wondering, I was playing just kind of A mixolydian stuff, because if it was B minor, E minor, and A, that means that like E pentatonic, E minor pentatonic, or like A mixolydian would work. So if you were wondering, and you're just a musician that heard this and wanted to jam to it and feel kind of funky, that's where it was. I hope I didn't ruin anybody's ear holes or anything like that.
And not to offend you.
I'm gonna put this back. How did I do? Oh, Aunt Sherry wanted me to have a hug and a kiss? I'd kind of been nervous about playing my guitar on stream for people, and Mel has been very encouraging me to do that, so I seem to. I'm sorry, I'm a little adrenaline-y. Not normally something I do. Yeah, I'm working a Fresca. I love you, babe. I know I'm starting back over, but this song has just been so fun. Elevated vocals there.
Protect you in the mosh pit, and not to offend you in the gossip.
Well, thanks, Adam.
People like to start shit and pop shit. I don't like the way she's looking at you. Someone better hold me back. Charging 10 for a double and I'm talking. I'm about to lose it. Turn around and John Wayne that ass.
Ah, man. This is not something I thought Beyonce did at all. Are there other songs like from Beyonce that's like this? That's kind of this like boom bap thing. This kind of reminds me of like some of the stuff I really liked that Anderson .Paak did with the Free Nationals, I think was his band. The band that played with him. I don't want to say it's his band, but this is like the pipes thing on Beyonce. Of course I knew, but I didn't know she played it to music like this. Do you know of any other stuff where it's kind of like that? She's kind of got like a funkadelic sort of like this vibe.
Turn around and John Wayne that ass.
What a vibe, John Wayne that ass. Oh, this song rips, guys.
They couldn't catch you, and they never will. Sometimes I hold you closer just to know you're real. Tell me your problems, I'll take how you feel. I'll show you an exit when you're restless. I'll take the wheel. Oh, honey, honey, you could be
The bass line though. There's the lead. I put a smear on my glasses touching my face on accident because I'm kind of blown away right now. This is one I didn't expect to like a Beyonce song half as well as I've liked this song. I didn't expect I would hear a song I'd be able to just go grab a guitar off the wall and play along to it. I didn't expect it would have this funky vibe. I 100% did not expect I would hear a song I would return to on this album. I came in, I think, a little guarded. And Bodyguard, Protector, and Blackbird just absolutely have me tasting the words in my mouth because I'm I'm eating my words right now. I really am surprised, guys. This is really good. This song has been really good. And if anything, I'm very happy that I've visited this song for the albums I've heard.
3, 4.
3, 4. Dolly Parton?
Hey, Miss Honeybee, it's Dolly P. You know that hussy with the good hair you sing about? Reminded me of someone I knew back when, except she has flaming locks of auburn hair. Bless her heart. Just a hair of a different color, but it hurts.
Gotta pause it because we can't let a song play through undisturbed. Dolly Parton is a treasure to the world that none of us deserve, but all of us got anyways. Rocky Top represent. If you're from Tennessee, make yourself known, whether it's in the comments section or in the chat. None of us deserve Dolly. We have her anyway. Love her while we have her. Literally, she's a national treasure. And actually, maybe a treasure to the world. We love Dolly. This is a Dolly loving household. The next spoilers. The next song is Jolene.
When, except she has flaming locks of auburn hair. Bless her heart. Just a hair of a different color, but it hurts.
Are we about to hear Beyonce sing Jolene? We're about to hear Beyonce sing Jolene.
Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm wanting you, don't come for my man. Jolene, 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 Jolene. Don't take the chance because you think you can. You're beautiful beyond compare. Takes more than beauty and seductive stares to come between a family and a happy man. Jolene, I'm a woman too. The games you play are nothing new, so you don't want no heat with me, Jolene.
The reason it's not disrespectful to Dolly is because Dolly let her do it. Not only did Dolly let her do it, Dolly participated in her doing so. If that is not the if she's got Dolly's blessing, who the hell are we?
We've been deep in love for 20 years. I raised that man, I raised his kids. I know my man better than he knows himself. I can easily understand why you're attracted to my man, but you don't want the smoke, so shoot your shot with someone else. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm warning you, woman, find you your own man. Jolene, I know I'm a queen. Jolene, I'm still a Creole banjo bitch from Louisiana.
She made it her own and still gave Ms. D-Bone the credit, huh? I think that's fair. I mean, she added her own Southern flair. It's homage. I don't know. Miley's version, I agree with you. I like better, but I also think it says a lot that Miley also got Dolly's blessing. You know what I mean? It says something to me that there is that. And again, I think Dolly is a musician, and I don't think that, knowing what I know about how well protected Dolly's work is, I know that nobody touches a Dolly song without her having something to say about it. And And again, I think that it does say a lot to me. And for her to give the blessing, I don't know, maybe. And I guess I haven't really heard enough covers that I've disagreed with. I don't know. I'm sure that there are covers out there that I'm like, why did they do that? I don't know. I honestly, I think Jack White is one of my favorite artists that didn't do it the best. Just me.
Try me. There's 1,000 girls in every room.
She gave me watermelon with tahini on it. W's for Wonderful Wives.
Act as desperate as you do. You a bird, go on and sing your tune, Jolene. I had to have this talk with you, cause I hate to have to act a fool. Your peace depends on how you move, Jolene.
Huge.
Me and my man cross those valleys, highs and lows and everything between. Good be rolling like tumbling weeds. And I sleep good, happy, cause you came to dig up our planted seeds. I know my man's gonna stand by me, breathing in my gentle breeze. Across those valleys, highs and lows and everything between. Good keep rolling like tumbling weeds. Good and happy, came to dig up and planted seeds. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'ma stand by her, she gon' stand by me, Jolene.
Okay. Not a fan. Personally, not a fan. I'm glad she got Dolly's vote, but yeah, this it took too many turns. It's not Blackbird. She handled Blackbird differently than Jolene, in my opinion. I mean, she made it her own. I give it to her. It just took different steps.
I'ma stand by him, he gon' stand by me. I'ma stand by her, she gon' stand by me. I'ma stand by him, he gon' stand by me. Jolene.
Love this sound a lot.
Your body laid out on these filthy floors. Your blood stains on my custom couture. Bathroom attendant let me right in.
What guitar part in the original? What do you mean?
Laid out on these filthy floors. Your blood stains on my custom.
What are you talking about? This one, the way the acoustic intro comes in here, this kind of folky thing, kind of reminds me of like a Joan Baez kind of guitar run, which is really, really nice.
Your body laid out on these filthy floors. Your blood stains on my custom couture. Bathroom attendant let me right in. She was a big fan. I really tried to stay cool, but your arrogance disturbed my solitude.
Oh, wow.
Now I ripped your dress and you're all black and blue. Look what you made me do.
Is this that's a Taylor Swift line, isn't it? Oh, look what you made me do. Is that just coincidence or is that like referential?
Your dress and you're all black and blue. Look what you made me do. They keep saying that ain't nothing like my father, but I'm the furthest thing from quiet boys and altars. If you cross me, I'm just like my father. I am colder than Titanic water. Help me, Lord, from these fantasies in my head. They ain't never been safe ones. I don't fellowship with these fake ones. So let's travel to Whitechapels and sing hymns, hold rosaries and sing in stained glass symphonies. Cleanse me, Holy Trinity, from this marijuana smoke smell in my hair. I sashay.
I'm wondering what this is about. because part of me sees that the perspective of this song could be her singing about herself when she was younger, and like, or her viewing her own. I don't know. Like, I don't know if this is her about her as a child or her as an adult viewing a child. And again, I wasn't bringing up the Taylor Swift thing other than to just wonder if there was like any kind of interaction. I don't know a lot of what the pop interactions of the world are, so I didn't know if there was like beef or something, and her dropping a line like that was relevant. So again, I was just connecting dots that weren't there. I'm very interested in what the details of the story of this song are, though. Like, it's kind of painting an interesting vision, like a almost like what, like the lyrics are almost painting like a TV show kind of thing, but like a real life scenario maybe. I don't know.
Fantasies in my head.
These soundscapey moments, this ambience, this kind of ethereal tension, though, and this finger-picking guitar is just so nice.
Ain't never been safe ones. I don't fellowship with these fake ones. So let's travel to Whitechapels and sing hymns, hold rosaries and sing in stained glass symphonies. Cleanse me, Holy Trinity, from this marijuana smoke smell in my hair. I sashayed my dress, did my best impression of a damsel in distress. This alcohol and smell of regret.
This slide guitar sounds.
Outfit too small to hide my scars. Feeling bottled up like bottle service bras. How long can he hold his breath before he's dead?
Oh, wow. Can I get a translation? I definitely didn't expect to get an Italian breakdown there in the middle of it. It was absolutely one of those kind of hidden weapons that you get in the middle of a song. Wow. Very operatic in the delivery, but to like, like a... You really do have this like Andre Segovia kind of acoustic guitar styling in the background that's really just pronounced with her voice. I'm so impressed.
Safe ones. I don't fellowship with these fake ones. So let's travel to Whitechapels and sing hymns, whole rosary, sing in stained glass symphonies. Cleanse me, Holy Trinity, from this marijuana smoke smell in my head. Say I'm nothing like my father, but I'm the furthest thing from choir boys and altars. Double cross me, I'm just like my father. I am colder than Titanic water.
So she's saying that she is the daughter of her father in this song, or is like I'm trying. I don't know. Maybe I'm trying to connect things that aren't there. But there was a part of me that saw this as a protective nature of a parent. There was a part of me that saw this as like a reflection on herself as a kid, or even on herself as an adult. It's interesting. I felt like it could have been from a few different ways. Yeah, really nice.
Genres are a funny little concept, aren't they? Yes, they are.
That Beyonce Virgo shit.
In theory, they have a simple definition that's easy to understand. But in practice, well, some may feel confined.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the thing I have learned during Pop Month. Genres are a little funny, are a funny little concept, aren't they? In theory, they have a simple definition that's easy to understand, but in practice, well, some feel confined. This is what I have learned this month. It is that while many artists are rooted in many ways, many artists are just a giant Venn diagram of their influences with varying sized circles. Right? And it seems that Beyoncé wanted to focus on her country circle, but also kind of her like funkadelic circle, her kind of like instrumentation circle. Like it seems like this has hands that played this music and not like just I don't know, this feels like a much more organic album than I ever expected I'd end up hearing. I really like the concept that she's hit us with here, though.
I swear for God is my name. Jesus. Right.
I ain't in no gang, but I got shooters and I bang bang.
This is, I guess, more of what I thought I was going to hear.
Gang, but I got shooters and I bang bang. At the snap of my fingers, I'm Thanos. And I'm still on your head, cornrows. They call me the captain, the catwalk assassin. When they know it's slapping, then here come the yapping. All of this snitching and all of this bitching. Just a fishing expedition, dumb admission in the kitchen. Cooking up some chicken's extra leg, but I ain't even trying to kick it. Country, petty. All the same to me, plain Jane spaghetti. No sauce. Too soft. They salty, they shooting like curry. One hand on my holster, then pass it to Hova. Thought it was sweet.
She's definitely got bars. There's no doubt about it. Again, I never even saw the Marvel movies, but I know who Thanos is, right? But like, I don't know. This part isn't my favorite. It's you guys might laugh at me and be like, oh, closed-minded, but like, I really liked Bodyguard, a lot. It just that I guess you see how many places she goes in her artistry here. This isn't one I'm necessarily crazy about, but again, a lot of times because it's not like ways I express myself, it's just not art that's easily digestible to me. I like how she does it. I like her flow. I can tell she's certainly good at what she's doing. It's just not my favorite.
Curry, one hand on my holster, then pass it to Hova. Thought it was sweet when they was walking in the back door of the kitchen. Past the 30 dishes, now we on the...
And it's simply rooted in the fact that I can't play my music with it. It's truly what it is. I don't know that I'm a good enough musician on my instruments to be able to contribute anything to this, and that makes me feel like a little bit left out of it. And I don't know. I'm not supposed to play on everything. Some art I'm supposed to just listen to and hear, but I guess in that way I don't necessarily connect with it in the same way.
Tried to turn me to the opposition. I'm appalled by the proposition. I've been played by the plagiaristic. Ain't gonna get no cloud addiction. My attention. I ain't no regular singer. Now come get everything you came for. I ain't in no.
I like her lyrics a lot.
And I bang bang. I ain't in no gang, but I got shooters and I bang bang.
The thing is, I feel like rock fans would welcome a Beyoncé album because I gotta be honest, it would rip. If she did a rock album, it would rip. It really would. If she found a band of dudes that she believed in that had chemistry, like I am willing to bet you she could blow people's brains with a rock album if she decided to do it. Do I think it's contrived if they do that? I don't know. I feel like it was never contrived. It wasn't contrived for Bob Dylan to go electric any more than it would be Beyonce to go country or rock. But I don't know. You start getting into what people's motivations are in that thing, and you start getting judgy and assuming that we know what their motivations are behind one or the other. And honestly, there's no way to answer all of those questions. And so much of this is what I have myself been wrestling with this entire month. Am I hearing music that is made by people and art or by business? And that, I feel like this month we have picked a lot of actual artists that made it into pop and not businesses that promoted an artist. But I don't know. Do I think that if you threw a full band of just really like a good band and put a good concept together, I think she could absolutely be the front of a rock band. She's Beyonce. She's been the front of a lot of pop acts. She's been on massive stages. I think if you put her in an intimate setting with good musicians, you're going to be wowed. You know what I mean? I just think that's the way it goes.
But I got shooters and I bang, 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 bang. Come get everything you came for.
This
out to the moon, out to the moon. Outlaws with me, they gon' shoot. Keep the code, break the rules. We gon' ride for every member that we lose. Someone here brought fire, ain't no telling who. Play it cool, know the lawman watching me.
That's a fretless bass.
Bounty on my head, can't go away, stay on my shoes. No matter what the charges is, we ain't gonna tell the truth.
You know, I was sitting here thinking to myself about how initially I was averted when I heard the guy I'm guessing is Shabuzi come in. And for a moment I thought to myself, geez, this is weird. Like these kind of like I don't want to say mumble rap in an offensive way, but it's like just kind of a lower down talking rap kind of thing. But the more I listened to it, the more I imagined myself playing like my own acoustic guitar. And if a rapper had something that sounded cool that he could contribute over the top of that, I think I would be really, really like I think I would be personally inspired and think a lot of that moment. Like if I could play something like folky or acoustic on a guitar and give a guy a format with which to deliver his craft, that to me is kind of a cool idea. And I guess it helped me kind of feel less judgmental about the way the end of this happened, and kind of made me wonder, like, that might be an interesting, I could see maybe where there is that pull to explore in those territories. Does that make any sense?
Every time I move, bounty on my head, can't go away, stay on my shoes. No matter what the charges is, we ain't gonna tell the truth.
Like if I was able to provide music for somebody that would be able to use my art in a way that I wouldn't conventionally think to use it, I could see how that would be really cool. And I don't know, there is something I guess that's initially kind of appealing about when I think about doing that. So, anyways, got to run an ad, and in the middle of it, clean my glasses because I totally smudged them in the middle of kind of being surprised and amazed by Beyonce, which is not, again, something I thought I'd say. Now, I've certainly liked more songs on the album than I thought I would. Give me a few. We're going to run an ad. Be right back. All right, guys, we back, and this one is Alligator Tears. I've noticed every time that there is the letter I in the arrangement, it seems as though it is double I. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think every time there is a letter I, it is two I's. Anyways, here we go.
the river from running. I built a dam or two. You said change religions, now I spend Sundays with you. Something about those tears of yours. How does it feel to be adored?
Wow. Something about those tears of yours. How does it feel to be adored? That is such a kind of a juxtaposed, like a question of juxtaposition in and of itself, right? Like, it's kind of nuts. You say change religions, now I spend Sundays with you. It almost feels like she's abandoned a part of her to be somewhere there. I'm definitely liking this this kind of swampy acoustic guitar sound as well. The 4 on the floor.
In your alligator tears.
It's kind of giving a Delta blues sort of vibe.
And those alligator tears. Something about those tears of yours. How does it feel to be adored? Sunrise in the morning, you're all I need. And all I need is rain. All the rules get weak. Sweet things need time to grow. Think about leaving? Hell no. Squeeze every ounce of love from my body.
I have to ask, this is an unrelated question to the Beyonce album, but it continues to come up in comment sections everywhere and in just conversation. Trout Mask Replica, you guys are freaking out. I listened to the Residence Duck Stab. Is Trout Mask Replica harder than the Residence Duck Stab? Like, I've done some pretty hard listens in my day. Is it that bad?
Say move a mountain and I'll throw on my boots. You say stop the river from running. I'll build a dam or two. You say change religion. Now I spend Sundays with you. Something
Thank you,
about
Judo.
those tears of yours. How does it feel to be adored?
It kind of seems like the alligator tears, like there's a little bit of a victory in the alligator tears, like this person's crying, like, oh boo hoo you, and like there's kind of like and maybe I'm interpreting this incorrectly, but it kind of feels like she's taking like some kind of like pride, like, good, if you're gonna cry about, like, you deserve it. Like, I don't know. Maybe it may give me your impression of this song. No, the layers there are huge. Listen to this. Listen to you've got all of the little details in the, like, the little percussives, but listen to the amount of vocal layers here. See if you can count the voices and see if we come to the same count, because I'm going to try to count, but there's a lot of different layers here. I counted 7. I counted 7 different vocal layers. Did you guys get a different count than I did? I really think that was such good blending. You had that very low, I think it was a male voice, that very low one, unless she really got down low. But then you had all of the different like in very different ways, and they panned them, which was super interesting because it gave it a much more like you're being surrounded by Beyoncés. I think that listening on Tidal has gotten me like this. So okay, that explains it. There is a max quality. So this I'm hearing in up to potentially 24-bit, 192 kilohertz, right? So like the amount of surround to this when they do that moment is actually kind of nuts, and maybe that's what it is I'm hearing here. But these last two moments. I think it's 7. Then these reverse decays. You hear that swampy harp?
You tuned into KNTRY Radio Texas, home
We
of
got
the real
country.
deal. If there's one thing you can take away from our set today, let it be this. Sometimes you don't know what you like until someone you trust turns you on to some real good shit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm here. Up next.
Yes! Guys, this is hang on. This is like my channel, right? Yeah. Hi, I'm Walterooski.
Take away from our set today, let it be this. Sometimes you don't know what you like until someone you trust turns you on to some real good shit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I'm here. Up next on the Smoke Hour is Just for Fun by Beyoncé. You're welcome.
Thank you, Willie. Oh, Willie, you in this one too.
I'm going all out just for fun. I am the man I know.
Hot take. Willie Nelson's best song, in my opinion, or at least my personal favorite, is his cover of Kermit the Frog's The Rainbow Connection. Go out of your way to listen to it, even if it means at the cost of leaving my video right now to go and listen to it and come back and let me know what you thought of it if you haven't heard it yet. It is maybe the absolute most beautiful thing ever. Come back and watch this song after you do so, but do so. Starting it over.
I'm going all out just for fun. I am the man, I know it. And everywhere I go, they know my name. So I laugh and I lie and the coyotes cry and time moves quickly and so do I. So I'll say my goodbye. 'Cause time heals everything. I don't need anything. Hallelujah. I pray to her. Here's to hoping I'll fall fast asleep tonight, and I'll just need to get through this. Born in the darkness, who brings the light? And I need to get through this.
You know, it's interesting that you say that, Gizhenge. Kind of wish that they didn't need Willie to vouch, but it probably helped. Beyonce stands on her own pretty tall, though. Recommend Lemonade next. Here's what I'll say, man. This has been a very, very, very strong, good, true first impression of Beyonce for me. While not every song has been for me, she's mesmerized me with her talent. In different contexts, I'm absolutely blown away. And there has absolutely been an element of this where me as a musician felt excited to kind of be listening. And there's something to this. I think what you're saying there, Giz, about Willie vouching, I don't know if that's exclusively why. I think you're right. It did help. But I do think if the connection was made, like the name alone, Willie and Dolly's name on it, probably got a lot of people to listen to this that wouldn't or mightn't have otherwise listened to it. I don't know necessarily that it was the vouch so much as the association, but I think the willingness to vouch goes a long way. Even for me to be like, okay, you know what? If these legends are willing to say like, hey, take your art and run with it. I think that is what I'm getting more than the vouch is kind of an acceptance and maybe it's that willingness to accept her that made it seem like it's okay for other people to do so, not you know, that it makes it right or wrong, but it does make it relevant, in my opinion. And I've heard people say that Willie and Dolly are just like people trying to stay relevant, but I actually think that they like being a part of the community of music. I think that they're sincere individuals. And I would say the same thing about Snoop Dogg, even. I think Snoop Dogg just likes being in the community of music. Yes, he is business oriented from time to time, but I do think he just likes being in the community of music and artistry and participating. And I think that they're with music in large is kind of like that when you see people, a lot of people just want to collaborate together. And this, admittedly, this has kind of been the most thought-provoking album I've come into when considering the pop journey, for the simple matter of what do I think about it, right? Like, what does it say about genre? What does it say about pop? What does it say about the woman and the artist that is Beyoncé? What does it say about the music industry? What does it say about my own preconceived notions of artistry, of the music business and things like that? Like, it prompts a big question to ask, and I think it challenges people who wouldn't normally listen to this, who hear her doing a genre that we like in different areas, like the acoustic-y kind of funkadelic-y stuff, like the Bodyguard kind of thing. Or, you know, whatever it is, when we hear her approaching music that we like, it's good. And to say it's bad because she did a good job at it and it feels as though it's like a mockery or dishonest, I don't know. I have a hard time with it. And this has been again, maybe the most thought-provoking album because of all things considered surrounding it. If at any rate, no matter what you think about the music, I think we all can think a lot about this conversation, right? It's good that we're having this conversation in a safe place and it's interesting. And that alone to me says it's a pretty good album because we're sitting here having the talk.
Oh, just get used to it.
I'm going down south just for fun. I am the man I know it. And everywhere I go, I hide my face.
From the cowboys and Clovis and the rodeo circus, I came here for a reason, but I don't know the purpose. It's all under the surface. But time heals everything. I don't need anything. Hallelujah. I pray to fast asleep tonight, and I'll just need to get through
Adam, yeah.
Born in the darkness, who brings the light, and I need to get through this. Oh, just get used to it. 'Cause time heals everything. I don't need anything. Hallelujah.
Her gospel influence through this. Her gospel influence through this has been pretty big, but I think that there's just a lot of really cool kind of use of things like it feels very rooted, I guess, kind of in the South, but maybe not country. I feel like it is kind of maybe an homage to her upbringing more than anything. Um, I was sitting here thinking about something Adam said, like being a legend of music, and her and Willie are fine, and it kind of made me think, like, what would I do if I had accomplished my dreams? Like, if my goals were met, I made a living making music, I got I don't know, like if I what would I do if I became so successful with my art that I could do whatever I wanted artistically and not maybe have to worry about business ventures? I'd probably want to collaborate with other artists or something. I don't know. Like, and I don't know, maybe Beyonce, the business is different. I don't know enough about the person or the background of the artist to really say much. But I do imagine if I got to the point that I was like just balled out and didn't have to do anything ever again, I'd probably just, it's like that part of Good Will Hunting when Robin Williams like, what do you want to do, Will? And he's like, I want to be a shepherd. I want to tend to them. I want to tend to my sheep. Like, it feels like this is just kind of her making, like, doing that. This is kind of like her tending to her sheep. Like, she's just doing the thing that feels natural to her, which is making music, and she's gotten to make it in a lot of different directions at this point. So she's kind of further developing as an artist, and no matter what she makes, no matter what kind of music she makes, and I guess this is going to be said about Michael Jackson back when he was making music, about any of the artists I've done along the way in this journey. I know it was said about the Beach Boys, kind of each subsequent album, because people always dunked on their albums really until heavy retrospect. It seems like maybe, I don't know. Again, this is definitely got me chewing on a lot more musical concept this time around. And the other thing, I think Willie's doing so much because we're kind of watching a magnificent star burn out. You know what I mean? We're seeing him enjoy is a very fair. Yeah. I think we're seeing him do the thing he loves the most to the end. And I think it's actually kind of beautiful. You know what I mean? And maybe he's living so long and wonderfully because he's chasing the things he loves, marijuana and art. And that is super cool. I like that guitar tone.
No jump in the gun, but we're both.
I am a Miley Cyrus apologist. When she started doing, really ever since she like blew her voice out, got the surgery, came back to music as like a sober person, level-headed, and started working with huge bangers, covering classic rock songs as just a lover of music and like not a product of whatever Disney aftermath wanted her to be, when she was like doing her own thing for the love of doing her own thing. That Miley is so cool, and like she's been doing really cool things since then. Yeah, anyways, hearing Miley in this is kind of nice, but it also, it's kind of cool to see the crossover, I guess.
No jump in the gun, but we're both still young. One day we won't be.
Didn't know what I want till I saw your face. Say goodbye to the old me.
Came out of nowhere, didn't give no warning.
Pedal so heavy like a two most wanted, and I don't know what you're doing tonight, but I'll be your shotgun rider till the day I die.
Wow.
Smoke out the window, flying down the 405. I'll be a backseat baby, driving you crazy anytime you like. Whoa, I'll be your shotgun rider
hearing them harmonize together is unbelievable. Those two together is unbelievable. I did not know Miley was in this album either until I got to this song. So coming up on this moment, seeing this song was awesome, but then hearing them, and it kind of feels like they have a similar thing to say. Like they both kind of grew up like in a public eye, and they both kind of like lived life very fast. You know what I mean? Yeah, hot take. These they're fantastic. They're fantastic singers, but the harmonies and hearing them each with their own layers and the harmonies is amazing.
Shotgun rider till the day I die.
Miley taking the low.
Smoke out the window, flying down the 405. I'll be a backseat baby, driving you crazy anytime you like.
Like Miley's voice sounds like she has smoked her lungs like a ham for the better part of 30 years, but it's in the best way possible. Like it's like that ham is the best ham the world has ever had, right? Like it's a ham that was smoked for 30 years with tender love and care. And that she's got that, her ability to be that kind of raspy, but also huge in her voice. It really lays a massive foundation for Beyonce's very clean, boisterous voice to fly over the top of. Again, this is one of the most interesting female harmony takes I mean.
Whoa, I'll be your shotgun rider till the day I die.
It's an expression.
Making waves in the wind with my empty hand, my other hand on you.
Been a while since I haven't tried to pull away, but it's time for something new.
Came out of nowhere, didn't give no warning. Pedal so heavy like the two most wanted, and I don't know what you're doing tonight, but
the ethereal, the lead guitar sound.
Shotgun rider till the day I die. Smoke out the window, flying down the 405. Yeah, I'll be your backseat baby, driving you crazy anytime you like.
Oh my God!
I'll be your shotgun rider till the day I die. Till the day I die.
I know we're jumping the gun and we're both still young, but one day we won't be.
I'll go wherever you take me, seems kinda crazy. Oh, I'll be your shotgun rider till the day I die. We're getting high till we don't realize time is passing by.
The bass, do. The little moments in here, the pedal steel or lap steel guitar I'm hearing behind everything happening, their vocal harmonies are just ridiculously good. This might be this is probably my second favorite on the album. I still think Bodyguard is the best, but like this is great. This is incredible. This is a really good song.
You take me, seems kind of crazy. Oh, I'll be your shotgun rider till the day I die. We're getting high till we don't realize time is passing by.
If you didn't know it was Beyonce and Miley, and you were just given this and said, hey, there's this new song, you would think it was awesome. You know, if you Coke blind taste tested this music and had the ability to not know who Miley Cyrus or Beyonce were and just was given this blind, you would think it was a good song.
I'll be your backseat baby, I'm driving you crazy anytime you like. Oh, I'll be your shotgun rider till the day I die. day I die.
That's huge. This is just a good song. Posty's in this too? It sounds like it's like an indie jam.
You call me pretty little thing.
Okay, never mind.
To turn 'em on. Boy, I let you be my Levi jeans, so you can hug that ass all day long. Come here, you sexy little thing. Snap a picture, bring it on. Know you wish you were my Levi jeans. When it's popping out your phone.
I feel like Post Malone would be the guy that answers Beyonce's phone call and she's like, "Hey man, do you want to do a song?" And he's like, "Yeah, let's do a sexy song, Beyonce." And she's like, "All right, Posty." Like, I don't know. It just seems like he's the kind of guy that would be like, "Hey, you know, let's like, hilariously enough, let's make a sexy one. You know, it'll be a hit. And we'll even name it after something commercial, like Levi jeans." Like, it hits a lot of different target audiences with this song, I think. So I don't know. This definitely feels like it had something to do with networking.
You wear my Levi jeans when it's popping out your phone. Love you down to the bone. Baby, you play too much. I'm gonna be super shot. I'm looking super hot. I got the perfect pose. I'm a fucking animal. I'm a fucking centerfold. Settle up, I love to go. Too close, no prima.
Is she actually a centerfold? Is that like a title that she has? Is the correct word is the word I'm looking for earned? Is that
done? I possess too much persona. You said, where you get that from? You need to meet my mama. She be at church all day. Come be my nigga at night, so we can run it back and be nostalgia like. And every time I see you, I just wanna grab you. And then I let you touch it, and you can't let it loose. Mocha chocolate, caramel, I act a fool. Every hour on the hour is waiting for you. Pretty little thing, and I love to turn 'em on. Boy, I let you be my Levi.
Got it.
jeans, so you can hug that ass all day long. Call me a sexy little thing.
There's Posty.
Snap a picture, bring it on. Oh, girl, I wish I was your Levi's jeans. The way you popping out my phone.
I will say this song is doing a tremendous job at articulating my judgment of pop music.
I love you down to the bone. Baby, you know I'm on my bullshit. I'll let you ride it. Rodeo in your room, that shoe breaks loose with perfect timing. Love it when you tease me in them jeans. Girl, you don't need designer. And when that thing on hydroplane, baby girl, you the pilot. And I ramble on, I could go on, but I'm going on side. So hop out the phone and bring this shit on, cause I'm going no style. And every time you know just what to do. No one ever got me going quite like you. Baby, let me rattle that snake with my venom. Denim on denim on denim on denim. Give you high fashion in a simple white tee. Give you these blues in my jeans. On my sister on Celestine. Got light shining through the in-between. God got settled his leather seats. Come on, you pretty little thing. Girl, I wanna take you home. You know I'd like to be a Levi's jeans, so I can hug that ass all day long. Oh, baby, hold me all day long. Call me a sexy little thing.
this song is the murky water where commercialism intersects with art, and it's kind of like junk food music that gets force fed to us, I think. Like, this song is so much, this album is so much more than this song, but this is a really bad song. And Thriller was a great album, but it also had the song "The Girl Is Mine" on it. "The Girl Is Mine" on it. Jeez, "The Girl Is Mine" on it, featuring Paul McCartney, and that is currently my least favorite song I've ever heard in the whole wide world. And this song is like literally kind of right up there with except it's a Levi's jeans ad. And I like exclusively wear Levi's, right? Like I would do it without the song. It's just a good product. But man, I'm not a fan of this one. It kind of would be fun. Is Paul McCartney? I'm not going to look. I'm going to continue to let myself be surprised. My mind has been telling me to settle right on down. Right now. Their ones have been telling me that they won't be around. The doggone jeans are mine. They won't be around. I hope that you know that once I loved you. I wish that I... He kind of is because of the song Blackbird. You're right. No, you let me wonder. Mel just had the big realization moment herself, and she looked at me all incredulously like, like, because she couldn't believe it either. I hope that God knows that I'm in need of help right now. Right about now. My soul is reminding me that we're forever young. Ooh. Inhale and exhale my breath until the deed is done. Right about now. Oh, I hope that you know once it's over. Can take what you love, so hold me closer. Realize what you don't know, what you got until it's gone. I do want to ask all of us to do us a favor. Do all of us a favor. Don't judge this album because of the Levi's Jeans song. It would be a disservice to all of us because we have heard bangers. And we made the joke like Paul McCartney is kind of featured on this album because of Blackbird, right? And you're absolutely right. But the fact of the matter is that each of us, I think, have kind of heard songs that really surprised us, that really we kind of vibed with. And while Levi's Jeans represents everything I've come to openly speak about my distaste in music, this has been a moment with an album with fantastically bright moments in it. And I think it would be a disservice if we didn't allow those things to be considered. Now, Levi's Jeans was some royal dookie BS poo-poo dump, in my opinion. But there we are. What?
I missed it.
Don't bother.
Can you guys hear me? I don't hear it.
They can. I'm turning you up so you can. There you go. Just had to get the mixer going for you, babe.
Right about now.
And this one is the Linda Martell show.
Okay, thank you so very much. Ladies and gentlemen, this particular tune stretches across a range of genres, and that's what makes it a unique listening experience. Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed. Forgive me. I do not know who Linda Martell is. Thank you. I was about to correct you.
Makes it a unique listening experience. Yes, indeed. It's called Yaya.
Boots were made for walking. You're hearing Nancy Sinatra's intro to Boots Were Made for Walking.
Hello, girls.
Hello, Beyoncé.
Hello, fellas.
You're pretty swell.
Those petty ones can't fuck with me. Why? Cause I'm a clever girl.
Oh.
We snapping.
Pretty please.
Tom's place. We want to welcome you to the Beyonce Cowboy Carter Act 2 and a rodeo chillin' circuit. We gonna make it do what it do, yeah, yeah. Put them hands together. We clapping. We drumming.
Anybody else getting like a Black Eyed Peas kind of vibe from this?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. P-E-Y-I-N-C-E, yeah. My family live and died in America. Good old USA. Shit, whole lot of red and then white and blue. History can't be erased. Ooh, are you looking for
I like the guitar.
I get tired working time and a half for half the pay. Yeah, yeah. I just pray that we don't crash. Keep my Bible on the dash. We gotta keep the faith. Wildfire burnt his house down. Insurance ain't gonna pay no Fannie Mae. Shit. So hold.
Has a little bit of a satisfaction on the electric guitar in the background. That gives me a little bit of a even kind of referential to Rolling Stones' old punk or old pop sounds.
I hear that too.
There's definitely like a something there.
Mm-hmm. I hear it.
Yeah, yeah. I just pray that we don't crash. Keep my Bible on the dash. We gotta keep the faith. Wildfire burnt his house down. Insurance ain't gonna pay no Fannie Mae. Shit. So hold his hose up, pour more liquor, please. Hardworking man ain't got no money in the bank. Yeah, yeah. Turn up the vinyl and the radio. He can't watch the news nowadays. Oh, I just pray that he don't crash. Keep this crystal on the dash. He gotta keep the faith.
Can I ask you guys an honest question? I'm not asking this to be controversial. I'm actually asking,
Mm-hmm.
do you think that Beyoncé is maybe famous long enough and to the point of disillusionment with what it is the experience of the common man is? You know, she's singing. It feels very much like she's trying to comment on like Fannie Mae and like, you know, like kind of giving me a Jesus take the wheel kind of vibe with some of the lyrics in this. But it feels like she's kind of singing about stuff that like might be on the news, but I have a hard time feeling like she actually experiences these things so much as she seems to know that people experience these things. And maybe it can be argued that the makings of a pop star is to know what it is the fans are dealing with and write to that constituency to like speak into a scenario, whether it is they experience that or not. Because I know that she you know, if she grew up poor, she's always going to know what it is to be poor.
Interesting. I'm just thinking about something I just noticed.
What's that?
The next line, she's picking up good vibrations. Interesting that next album is Brian Wilson, right?
Yeah. I love you. Look at you making connections. You got good vibrations. But do you actually, I was going to say, do you think that and I'm not asking this to be incendiary. So if you're watching this on YouTube, recognize the
Yeah.
heart that this question is coming from. This is actually me asking, do you think that she as an artist sees what the common man goes through anymore? Or do you think that like wealth has erased her ability to recognize what the common man does? And that's why you end up with 1, 2, 3. Brian Wilson was also a writer on this song. Holy actual. Oh wait, because of there's
Good
self-reference.
vibrations.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
And-
7, 8, 9, 10 artists, 10 lyricists listed there. It does make me again. This is just me actually asking an information-seeking question from like a fanhood. I'm not asking to get dunked on. I'm not asking to insinuate that I think one way or the other. I'm actually just curious.
Okay, I guess Nancy Sinatra commented that this may be the best sample of Boots yet.
Oh really? Go Nancy.
Yeah.
Cash, keep this pistol on the dash. You gotta keep the faith. She's picking up good vibrations. He's looking for sweet sensations. Ladies, yeah. Fuck it, we shaking. We swimming. We jerking. We twerking. You wanna touch it, don't you? Come get this genie in the bottle. Come rub it, won't you? I pop it. I walk it like I talk it. I got your spurs walking. Let it loose.
And regardless of if you're disillusioned with the common man, this is impressive.
Let it loose. Let it loose.
We need more approach working songs.
Good God. I don't wanna hear no yeah, 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 yeah. I got you daydreaming. Put your lips on my lip and strum me like a guitar. La 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 la. You got me moving, boy. You got me ooh, and you might know what you're doing. Put them babies to bed. We sweat out the sheets. Got you up all night and now you don't wanna leave. I can soothe your pain, yeah. I'm not gonna call my name, yeah. World of wind got you insane. It's giving me the faith. I'm picking up good vibration. He's giving me sweet sensation. We gon' bust it down from Texas to Gary, all the way down to New York City. Give me a kiss, Big Daddy, you so pretty, so pretty. Got these slugs in my mouth and I don't take them out. Baby, if you ain't got no grits, get the fuck up out the south.
I want to say that I introduced my Jersey girl to grits for the first time.
First time.
Yeah, you had grits.
In San Diego.
Yep. It wasn't necessarily Southern grits, but you had grits for the
No,
first
that-
time.
They were good. They were great.
Yeah,
Like, it was a good first, don't you think?
yeah,
for me?
I mean, it wasn't like grits. You had like shrimp and grits, so it wasn't exactly the kind of like grit I think maybe Beyonce's talking about, but it was good grits. Actually, maybe exactly what she's talking about is she's from South and Creole, so yeah, she probably is talking about shrimp and grits. Which maybe you did have an authentic good grits for the first time then. Maybe the Southern boy in me is like, they weren't breakfast grits. You didn't have them with,
Or she could just
with
be
butter.
making the word grit plural
Could be.
for the song. Hey, what do you think of it so far? I actually kind of agree, and I was just reading on Wikipedia that this was the one that got mostly critical acclaim, and
I think it
because
got-
of her wide vocal range.
Her wide vocal range, for sure. It is seemingly a love letter to pop music with how many different areas of pop music she's like bringing in all of the different writers. But again, it does lead into it's a great vocal display, but it's the same song that got me asking if I felt like people thought she was out of touch with the common man or not, and that rub makes me kind of dislike the song.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like anyone that's at that level of fame and wealth and in the public eye is obviously going to be out of touch with
I give
the
this-
common man.
I
Like,
give the same
you
level
know
of
what I
scrutiny.
mean?
Yeah, I give the same level of scrutiny to like the big acts like the Rolling Stones. You know what I mean? Like whomever it is that's out there, I do think that there's an element of that, but I actually think maybe Billy Joel is in touch with the common man still.
Yeah, totally.
Anyways,
Billy is. Billy the
Yeah.
Garden Boy.
Yeah.
Billy the Garden Boy.
I think he's great, but besides that,
Coming every day, keep my Bible on the dash. Pistol in my seat, just in case I got a blast. I just wanna shake my ass. Ooh, I just wanna shake my ass. Ooh, vibrating in Lover Boy, it's so fine. Ooh, you got me losing my mind, but you are gonna keep the faith.
that whole song was an ode to vote. All right.
It's just an important thing to do, babe.
It is. I know. This is. I know I'm apolitical
It's
and
a duty
you
as
know,
an American citizen.
and I see that as America's way of convincing me that I matter when
Vote.
I don't. But
Vote.
neither here nor there. I've got to run an ad. I'll be back. You should vote even if I don't. Anyways, be right back. All right, we back from me dunking on commercials to a commercial and back. Let's hop back into Louisiana.
I like it.
It's got a Grateful Dead kind of Mixolydian lead there.
The sound is familiar, but I can't put my finger on what it's
It is kind of a fun little thing. It's a fun little ditty. It is a little bit of a brown sound, and if you're a Beyoncé fan watching this and you don't know what the brown sound means, there is a band called Ween, and they do a lot of these things that incorporate these dissonant kind of voice boxy, changey, high pitchy stuff. So when you hear people say this sounds brown, they're actually referring to a type of sound within rock and roll that refers to a particular brand of like dissonance and you know, polyrhythmic features. Sometimes it's like modulated vocal things, but things that just sound askew and kind of off. Not to mansplain the brown sound to you, but if you're interested, listen to any Ween album. You might have a good time. Fans of Ween, give suggestions in the comments or in the chat. Ooh, the eagle and the desert eagle. Like that bass, that modulated bass.
Soft to the touch, let your hold.
My mic sounds weird? What do you mean my mic sounds weird?
Is it that echoey thing?
Is it echoey?
How does mine sound?
It's fixed now? Got it. Thank you.
She get a handful, baby, she's a whole lot of woman. Soft kisses on some fat lips. It's yours, baby, you can crash here, come here. Cash out on a video, make 'em cash out to see the rodeo. Put on a show and make it nasty. Desert eagle in the backseat, everything bigger.
This bass is ripping. It kind of reminds me of Mike Gordon
Desert Eagle
with like the Mobius kind of bass.
Jabbar Stevens.
He's on the bass.
I don't know. I'm just reading. It has a list of the names.
That bass
Marcus
line
Reddick.
is so good.
Desert Eagle in the backseat. Everything bigger in Texas. Big body
Thank you.
and feed you breakfast. Catch me in the bathroom on a sink top. Baby, let me sink into your arms. Drink me till it's done. Eat it all. Keep it close to let you love me like a lady, yeah. Toast it over, it get creamy in the middle, yeah. One bite in the box is yours. Sugar high, you gon' want some more.
Did you say something, babe?
Marcus Reddick.
That's the guy that played the bass.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Yeah, this song needs to be longer. This is one of the sharpest bass lines the entire album's got. It makes me want way more.
Close to let you love me like a lady, yeah. Toast it over, it get creamy in the middle, yeah. One bite in the box is yours. Sugar high, you gon' want some more.
You hear it panning? Do you hear the stereo panning on that at the end, babe? Listen to this. You'll hear do-si-do go from left to right to left again. A Riiverdance.
Dance. 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 Bounce on that shit, dance. Dance.
Oh.
Bounce on that shit, dance. Dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Dance. Bounce on that shit, no hands. Bounce on that shit, dance. Dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on the shit, no hands. Running through the river, running through the river with you dance.
What an interesting combination of sound.
Running through the river with you dance. Staring down the barrel of his gun, yes, he shot me down. I died and someone brought me back to life, but never to my senses. Bounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance.
This is kind of one of like the vibiest songs I'm feeling right now. I am super into this.
Yeah.
There's
It's like-
definitely like but I don't, it's like kind of in the same way that I'm into Daft Punk, right? Like I like the like that 4 on the floor club music vibe sometimes.
Yeah, you do.
The
Jersey
reason
Walt.
Yeah, Jersey Walt likes that, right? But the reason I like that so much is just because there is some kind the reason
Practicing being Uncle Walter, right?
the reason I like Daft Punk so much is because it's very instrument driven. Like they played those instruments and they're really ripping, right? Like, and this has a little bit of that vibe to it, but it's got a little bit of the club energy that I do enjoy, that kind of like lo-fi, like low vibe, 4 on the floor. You know, it's not too in your face. It just feels like a kind of fun little drum and bass vibe, and I can dig that.
So you want to add this to the hooping playlist?
This should go on the hula hooping playlist for
Okay.
sure.
Cool.
I'm down.
Shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance.
But also the combination of like the acoustic guitar with this like club energy bass, it's just appealing to me because it's never something that had occurred to me to even blend before. So when you hear her do it, and I mean, these are acoustic guitar sounds I make all the time, but to hear it with like a 4 on the floor bass drum to it is just very interesting.
Yeah.
It's an exciting use case. I'll say it that way.
So you like this?
Yeah, again, in a way I didn't expect to. Yeah.
Cool.
Dance, bounce on that shit, dance.
I certainly don't like the lyrics.
Dance, bounce on that shit, no hands. Staring down the barrel
Not on Twitch.
of my gun, yes, I shot you down. He cried the day he realized that lies were hidden in my kisses. Bounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, no hands. It was tangled in my arms.
times he was my mess, my ball of string. I would give him everything, my thunderstorm and second chances. Pounce on that shit, dance, dance. Pounce on that shit.
The little noises, the
Pounce
little
on that
ad-libby noises. That like, there's a lot of little things that kind of get added in here that add just a bombastic nature to the song that I really enjoy.
And second chances. Pounce on that shit, dance.
Right there.
Pounce on that shit, dance, dance. Pounce on that shit, dance, dance. Bounce on that shit, no hands.
Not the dance. No, it's that like it comes in right here.
Everything.
You don't hear it?
Thunderstorm and second chances. Pounce on that shit, dance, dance. Pounce on that shit, dance, dance. Pounce on that shit, dance, dance.
That just, it comes in a bombastic way. And now it's just kind of staying here with us. So it's like we're picking up layers as we go.
We fight, but we must make amends. Arrest me and read me my rights. I plan to steal your heart again on Saturday and Sunday night. Pounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, no hands. Wrap me around your little finger, wrap me around your wedding ring. Your words dictate the shape my body makes, ain't that the scary thing? Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, no hands. Running through the river, running through the river with you. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, no.
That acoustic vibe is really tasty.
Staring at the barrel of his gun, yes, it shot me down. I died, but then I came straight back to life, but never to my senses. We fight and then we make amends.
The piano.
Read me my rights. I plan to steal your heart again on Saturday and Sunday night. Bounce on that shit, dance.
This is a good one, dude. I'm enjoying this one, unironically.
Bounce on that shit, no. I have a feeling I remember everything. I wrote it down. Your smile was cold, your face was fresh, your eyes were such a shade of brown. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, no. You press your way onto my chest. You hear the speed my heart will beat. Seconds drag like days whenever you don't wanna talk or speak. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, dance. Bounce on that shit, no.
Kind of gives me a MGMT vibe there a little bit, or Empire of the Sun vibe actually.
Bounce on that shit, no.
It has a little bit of that like indie pop sort of vibe to it.
I don't know that.
I enjoy this a lot.
I like this part.
The piano. With that, the background vocals, I felt like it had a little bit of a little kind of an indie pop sort of vibe, like a dream pop sort of sound to it. And I've certainly never heard of Bounce. If I have, I certainly don't know it. But I found that this was maybe the song that kind of was the furthest from my natural genre of choice, or my natural music selection of choice. You know, I would imagine I guess the best way to put it is maybe I, like every other human being, has this collection of sounds that I really enjoy and follow and listen to. And, you know, this was the furthest from those textures while still being in my wheelhouse, like where I would be like, this is maybe the branch out song for me that I heard, where I was like, oh,
Riiverdance?
yeah. This would be the branch out song for me. I actually really enjoyed it, and in a weird way, like not one I expected. The lyrics didn't hit me, but it was like in this song I didn't care. They were like instrumental more than they were like sentimental, and that is cool sometimes to me. And in this case, it works. Hey, yo, Adam, thank you for the Prime sub, man. Amazon only gives you one of those. You gave yours to me. Ooh, and it transitioned into Hands in Heaven. Or Hands Heaven.
Two hands.
Bottle in my hand, the
it.
Two hands to
duh.
heaven, wild horses run wild. Oh, God only knows why though. Yeah. Rhinestones and diamonds both shine in the light. Two hands to heaven, my whiskey up high. Oh,
The use of ambience and atmosphere here is lovely.
in the Arizona heat.
Represent! If you're from Arizona, shout out to you. We love you and we here.
Only knows why though. In the Arizona heat, summer fling, saw your bedside. Slip into my dreams every night. Be the good guy. Who am I to judge my baby? Who am I to love my baby? Purple colored mink, sugar cane, hitting them 16 switches. Candy, apple, green, candy paint, swirling 24-inch spinners. Swirl. Don't judge me, baby. You would never judge me, baby. Bottle in my hand, my whiskey up high. Two hands to heaven, coyotes run wild. Oh. God only knows why though. Why? 10,000 steps towards the time of your life. Two hands to heaven, my whiskey up high. Oh, God only knows why though. Why though? Two hands to heaven, I pray please forgive my soul. Lovely daggers pierced my heart many moons ago.
It does, I feel like there is prog rock kind of vibes here to it, because it does have these kind of transitionary moments where you go from one vibe to the other. And even throughout the song, I mean, I kind of walked into this wondering if this was going to be a cohesive album or just a collection of singles. As long as it was, it does feel like it ended up being a cohesive album, and that makes me happy.
Roses chased by wolves and carnivores, lost virgins with broken wings that will regrow. I'm a stallion running, no candle in the wind. You won't ever see me coming or going, but you'll know whenever I'm here. Dancing in the moonlight.
And Margosa, love you, man. Happy to see you. Get them whatever they want.
Ain't no trouble on my mind. Singing sweet songs to Las Vegas. Singing I will carry on. Carry on, carry on. Carry on, carry on. Singing I will carry on. 10,000 steps towards the time of your life. Two hands to heaven, my whiskey up high. God only knows why though. Why?
There's a real ambience to this, like a real atmospheric kind of sound.
I do think it now is just like them holding their hands up in a cheers with their whiskey, as somebody commented.
It does have that vibe. Part of me, I was thinking about the question I asked everybody earlier, like, do I think that she is disillusioned with the common man? And then I started thinking as I was listening to this, so what if she is? Like, maybe she is just making art that's like a reflection of where she is as a person and not necessarily what the common man is doing as a person. Like, maybe some songs that she's writing it thinking like maybe this will really touch people who seem to be going through stuff that maybe is not affecting me outside of empathetically or sympathetically, but maybe she's writing about these things from her own perspective. I watched this episode of Black Mirror that it was like the treadmill episode, where the stationary bicycle episode where they all like rode bikes in the same place, and it like earned them points that they basically lived with. But then like eventually
the
this
social media one with their hearts on their heads and stuff.
it maybe is a little bit different, but
I don't remember.
they're all riding these treadmills, and eventually this guy gets kind of sick and disillusioned of doing it, so he kind of breaks out. But then people are fascinated with watching him, so like he ends up getting out of his little box home and into a bigger, slightly nicer one, but then he ends up having to do the same thing every day again, but it's just a different thing that he's doing every day. Instead of the treadmill, he's in a slightly nicer place doing a slightly nicer thing than what he was doing before, but it's still the human condition at the end of the day. And it occurs to me that maybe even a rich, wealthy, hugely successful individual is still dealing with the human
Oh,
condition,
babe, I'm so happy you just realized this.
even if it's not necessarily the human condition as I see it.
Yeah.
Maybe life is equally shitty to somebody that's in a really great place, but just equally shitty in different ways. Not shitty in the way that we see shitty, but like, imagine a world where nobody likes you anymore because you did stuff in the past that like they maybe never even heard or gave a chance to. Or a world where like you can't relate to people because they have you have something that you feel like you've earned, and other people just see as you've been given something. Like all of the sudden the entire world around you sees you differently. Everybody knows who you are and either loves or hates you. And even the people that love you drive you crazy. So it is kind of like a different version of the same thing. And I think maybe I'm getting hit with that really hard. And maybe this song is kind of what made me think that. Anyways,
Yeah,
I didn't mean to
no.
take it too deep
I'm glad
there.
you did though, because earlier when you mentioned like, oh, but I was kind of thinking, so what if she's out of touch? Like, she can still write her songs,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah. No,
Like-
again, just thinking out loud.
Steps towards the time of your life. 2 hands to heaven, my whiskey pile. Oh, God only knows why though. Why? Rhinestones and diamonds both shine in the light. 2 hands to heaven, coyotes run wild. Oh, God only knows why though. God only knows why though. 2 hands to heaven, I pray please forgive my soul. Lovely daggers pierced my heart many moons ago. Toxic roses chased by wolves and carnivores. Lost virgins with broken wings that will regrow.
This is the most lo-fi take so far.
Swirl.
Say, sir, a moment. Why the word swirl?
Her drink right here.
My whole life for you and I. This the real you? This the real me? I can't do nothing but envy. Bliss, please. Your love run through me like lava. Pull my fit over these hips. You grip, I grind and taste this wine. I'ma taste what's mine. I'ma take what's mine. Wonder whatever, wherever's fine. Like water.
I like this a lot. I like the lo-fi take. I like a lot of it. I'm not too sure how I'm connecting with the lyrics here. It feels like they're coming from a lot of different places. And it's like I'm not necessarily following the imagery in a certain way. And maybe I've just got a small brain. I don't know. It's not hitting me. I like the sound more than I like the words.
I feel that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wherever you wanna go, that's fine with me. I'll never stop you. You never stop me from being whatever we need to be. And in these dark times, I'm so glad that this love is
Little
blinding.
16th note
'Cause all I
hi-hats.
see is the best of you, and all you see is the best of me. And you bring out the best of me, and all I see is everything. Your goals, your glow, your inner being, and our bigger meaning. So let's lose us in these sheets, yeah. And when I get up to walk, I wanna feel weak, yeah. But I ain't going far, so stay where you are. Feel like you partied in Venus, and we woke up in Mars. I've been waiting my whole life.
Wow.
I'm gonna give you the best years of your life. You and I, baby. I've been waiting my whole life for you and I.
Cowboy Carter, Time
Dolly
to strike a
again.
match and light up this juke joint.
One by one, you hang them high. Your hands are steady and you sleep at night. How did you turn your heart to stone? I don't want them back, but I can't let go. Hangman, answer me now. You owe me a debt, you stole him from me. I hated you once, I envy you now. Just tell me how, tell me how.
Whoa, didn't see it going there.
Oh, she got that water. Hangman got that water. Don't act like you don't know. Giddy up, giddy up. Don't pay me in gold. Giddy up, giddy up. Back outside, I'm on the road. Giddy up, giddy up. When the sun goes down, it's night up, night up. You can hear her body howl. In the moonlight, I feel her eyeing me like, ow. Hide your man when a hangman coming down. She's a tyrant. Every time I ride it, every time I ride it, make it look so good. Try to justify it. Boy, I know they're looking for me. How we gonna hide it? Riding like I drive it. I am such a tyrant. Every time.
You hear that tick, 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 tick in the back?
Is that like a, what does that sound?
I'm trying to decide. I feel like a lot of the samples, I can just like see a guy building them on Fruity Loops, like the program, and I can just see that little, like a whole bunch of lit up little squares in this, but that tick, 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 tick.
Look so good, try to justify it. Boy, I know they're looking for me. How we gonna hide it? Riding like I drive it. I am such a tyrant.
Some kind of that one, that background sound is kind of reminds me maybe of like old school Destiny's Child kind of stuff.
Okay. I didn't listen to a lot of it, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, I loved them.
Every time I ride it,
This is the Tyrant I can get behind.
in the saddle, boy, I got it. Just relax, I got this. I got that exotic. Hips are so hypnotic. I am such a tyrant. Send me some shots. Are you with me or not? Throw it back, shoot up the bar.
I like the fiddle.
Remember none after that. Stop free. Oh, city after me. Now you seen a 5'9", thick and fine. What a tragedy. Hey, hey, riding you while we trying to get away. Riding you while
And
we
the
trying to
bass
catch
line.
a wave. That's so sexy and I know it, and I ain't afraid to show it. Baby, I'm goated, baby, I'm glowing. Hey, hey, on the run, run. Tap me on the shoulder when you reload the gun. Tyrant. Every time I ride it, every time I ride it, make it look so good. Try to justify it. Boy, I know they're looking for me. How we gonna hide it? Riding like I drive it. I am such a tyrant. Did you get used to the haunting?
I could see this being like maybe a hooping song, but it's not like moving me. You know what I mean? It's kind of like just fun. It's got little samples. It's got like a fun little soundscapey thing, kind of a little bit of a club vibe, but not like.
Okay, well, there's still a lot left.
It's not ringing my bell yet.
Missing the wanting. Try to send me across the divide. Hangman, teach me how not to cry. How not to cry.
I want to like it more because of the fiddle.
She got that water, hangman got that water. Don't act like you don't know. Giddy up, giddy up. Don't pay me in gold. Giddy up, giddy up.
I don't have TikTok, but it's kind of good to know.
I'm on the road. Giddy up, giddy up. When the sun goes down. Giddy up, you can hear this body howl. Giddy up now, dig it down. Dig it that again, leave me alone, leave me alone. Damn if I do, damn it if I don't. Lady with a whip, want what she wanna want. Okay, tyrant. Every time I ride it, every time I ride it, make it look so good. Cowboys justify it. Boy, you know they're looking for me. How we gonna hide it? Riding like I drive it. I am such a tyrant.
There seems to be just a lot of juxtaposed stanzas kind of thrown in sometimes. But again, maybe I'm just missing parts. I don't know.
Just tell me how, tell me how.
Like, you don't think it fits?
Yeah, I guess. Sweet Honey Buckin'. Okay, so we got 2 songs to go. Sweet Honey Buckin'.
It's time I see you. And I miss all our secrets. So tell me how you been.
Luke Casey, the boobs, shake. You get hit when I step. Bought a Chevy and painted it red. Money long, it can't fit in the bed. It don't matter.
Do you think buying a Chevy and painting it red is kind of silly because you could just buy a red Chevy? They sell them in red.
Well, it's probably like a used old car.
Maybe. Okay, fair enough.
Money long, it can't fit in the bed. It don't matter what nobody says. Country boy to the day that I'm dead. You want smoke, I'm the Marlboro man. Cut it out before it get out of hand.
I think this guy's on cigarettes.
We don't need highways, we can take back road. Never been riding, baby. Stepping that stirrup, hop on my saddle. Snake on my feet, they rattle. In the bag, only thing getting lasting. And I'm still going up like a ladder. And I'm still in the field like cattle.
Cadillac back on the road. We taking Route 44. Just say what you need from the store. Put some grits on the stove. Jiffy cornbread, booty corn fed, body rolls at the rodeo. I'm coming home. Riding through just to put my eyes on you. You are the superstar.
This is
the
the second thing I've ever heard from Shabuzi, with the first being a little bit earlier on this album.
Turn a bad night to a good time on a trail ride to the Zydeco. I'm coming home.
I think so.
I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
Yes. Spaghettii had Shabuzi.
We've come a long way from the rough rides, from the railroads to the rodeo, sweet country home. This for my.
Kind of reminds me a little bit of certain parts in Childish Gambino songs. Contraband, 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 contraband.
So come with me to your life. Just talk to me all night. Put a flower inside. Stuck in me all night. Honey, hey, hey. Honey, yeah, taste like honey, taste like honey, think of my Buckiin, wow, Buckiin, like a mechanical bull, Buckiin, wow.
This song reminds me vaguely of This Is America.
Buckiin, a good night. Flow money is
By
full.
Childish Gambino.
Look at that horse, look at that horse, look at that horse. Pretty as hell, all natural, done it on bars. Buckiin, whoa, Buckiin, a good night. Whoa, yeah. Your patience is thin, your hormones is right at the rim. It was just going in. Fuck it, do it again. AOTY, I ain't win. I ain't stunting by them. Take that shit on the chin. Come back and fuck up the pin.
Did he say album? Did she say album of the year? I didn't win. I ain't stunting about them. Didn't she go on to win the album and that album of the year, and that became significantly controversial to people that cared about country music?
The song?
In general, I think she won country music awards, didn't she? Didn't she win CMAs, and that made a whole bunch of people like super butthurt and feel like they had a right to say one way or another? I don't know. I'm actually asking because I significantly dislike this song, but I am asking if that's what
You
happened.
really like dislike this?
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Oh.
Absolutely not a fan.
It's like a mix of country and hip hop, like a little
It's just
bit.
not my vibe.
I gotta let Clark out.
Not my vibe. Thank you for that. You're lovely and I love you.
LTY, I ain't win. I ain't stunting by them. Say that shit on the chin, come back and fuck up the pen. Say the things that I know will offend. Wear that shit that I know start a trend. Take the Buckiin off with a spin. Ain't no tie, feel a wind on my skin. Ooh, 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 snakes on the jam. They hiss and don't listen to them. They bite every once and again, but it gets stomped down when we Buckiin, whoa, Buckiin,
Yeah.
Buckiin, like a mechanical bull. Buckiin, whoa, Buckiin.
The yas are panning left and right here.
Look at that horse, look at that horse, look at that horse. Pretty as hell, all natural, dining on parse. Buckiin, whoa, Buckiin. They yanking your chain, promising things that they can't. You the man at the bank. Is you is or you ain't? Hit the runway, I'm late. Pop got pictures to take. It's in my DNA. Look at my mama, it's a trait. Things that I know will offend. Wear that shit that I know start a trend. Take that Buckiin out for the spin. Ain't no tie, feel a wind on my skin. Buckiin, like a mechanical bull.
Isn't that there's a song that's like in Space Jam. Work it. Is that kind of what that was? This again, not that song was not for me. There have been a couple of songs on this album that have truly been for me, that I really enjoyed, that I really was super about, that I could get behind. My opinion of Beyoncé at this moment is actually a very high one, even if I feel like business got all up in her music and started touching things. I definitely see her for the artist. I think that she certainly is, but I also just don't like feeling sometimes like maybe, and again, there was just stuff in here that just was not for me, and I think that's fine, because I promise I listen to plenty of music that I really enjoy that is just not for you, and that's fine. Like, we don't have to like the same stuff to agree, right? To be friends, but golly goodness, the parts of this that I really, really liked, I really, really liked, and the parts of this I really disliked, I really disliked. Last album, Amen, which I think is apropos. Like, that's what you say at the end of a prayer. She's definitely had like gospel themes in this, you know. So let's check it out.
Mercy on me, baby, have mercy on me. Mercy, mercy. Hurting badly, I can see you hurting badly. Hurting, hurting, hey. Mercy on me, baby, have mercy on me. Mercy, mercy, I see you hurting, see you, please have mercy on me. Oh, mercy, ooh, mercy. This house was built with blood and bone, and it crumbled.
I like the piano vibe. And the saxophone sample thing.
But they were lies of stone. They were lies of stone. Trumpets blare.
Voice.
Silent sound.
Dynamics.
I need to make you proud. Tell me, can you hear me now? Mercy on me, mercy, have mercy on me. Mercy, yeah, mercy, yeah. I can see you hurting, see you hurting badly. Mercy, say a prayer for what has been. We'll be the ones that purify our Father's sin.
Kind of comes in with they she kind of button it up. She kind of buttons it up there, like the concept for the album there in this prayer.
Say a prayer for what has been. We'll be the
this is kind of a nice little spacey ambient decay descent. Some self-oscillation here. And then just a point of stop. I don't know why it went to this. That was
because of the cover.
Oh, I didn't have the repeat on, so that was annoying. All in all, this was a great impression of Beyoncé. This is not at all what I thought I was going to come into. This is not at all how I thought I was going to go. I definitely thought I was going to just completely want to dunk on it and hate on it. There was a lot in here that I liked. I liked how self-referential she was throughout the whole thing. It definitely, again, I think, is a great album to at least inspire a conversation about what is genre, what is music, and at what point are we gatekeeping music ourselves by saying an artist like Beyoncé shouldn't do this or shouldn't do that, right? Just because I dislike a song doesn't mean I don't think that an artist should do it, because there are plenty of people that do like it. And just because I disliked plenty of songs on here doesn't mean that like I think she's a bad artist, just an artist that's not for me. But there was certainly songs on here like that had super high moments.
Was the beginning stronger for you?
For sure.
Okay.
I think side A was absolutely stronger
because I wasn't
for me.
really like listening with you to that, so I liked it a lot. I thought you were gonna really enjoy this album a lot.
The strong points for me, for sure, I think Bodyguard ended up being my favorite. I think the cover of Blackbird was fantastic. I think it was an actually wonderful, delicate homage to an amazing, amazing song. Protector, again, really good. But there was just a lot on here that kind of fell flat for me. And I do feel like this was an album that it seemed like business had a pretty big hand in. Whether that's the case or not is irrelevant. And I hope that you don't think less of me for thinking that kind of matters to me, but that's just where I'm at with it.
Okay.
But yeah, all in all, I'm interested in other Beyonce stuff. I don't know that I would, I don't know. I would consider another album. There was a point there that I got a little fatigued. So if she has albums that aren't an hour and 18 minutes, let me know. I'd be kind of interested to see some another element of her. If only, like, not anytime. Maybe I let sit on this one for a little while, but I could definitely see something there. Many interpreted this song as an ode to fashion retailer Levi Strauss, as they were one of the only fashion brands to support Destiny's Child early in their career, as they struggled to be styled by high-end designers, and the brands were breaking into the music industry, appearing in a popular Levi's low-rise jeans advertising campaign. Okay. I don't know how quite I feel about the idea of this being considered in country music. I don't think it should be nearly the offense to people that were offended as it was about being considered a country music album. I think
some people will never be happy.
You're right, and I think that there's an element where sometimes I'm one of those, and in music I recognize that about myself, which is the whole point of this journey.
Don't say that.
No, but it's the whole point of doing this journey, right? To branch out and really see other stuff. I can absolutely say I was impressed by Beyoncé in a way I never thought I would be. I can also still say it's not entirely for me, but I'm impressed crazy with what she's done in some of this. So anyways, guys, I love you. Thank you for being here. Thank you so much for the positivity that you show both to me and to one another. Continue to be the best. And until I see you next, be introspective and consider the birds. Goodbye.